good of time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none line. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my keys at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Holy fuck.
Well, you and I both know
Okay,
coaches
fucking
that
right.
we've dealt with and come in contact with.
That's
They'd
right.
love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that
We know it wasn't Joey.
They also know that once the
Yeah.
grumbling starts,
No doubt.
it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need
What?
you guys to be bought in with what we're doing.
No
Let's
idea.
get on board.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
Oh,
13 yards remaining on second down. Now it's Darnold. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold.
oh fuck.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. McCaffrey following the penalty. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Darnold. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Sam Darnold, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Hey, Harriet. Put your house in your room.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Fuck you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez home to kick it away. Catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Please stop.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Yetur Gross Matos there to bring him down.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Fuck yeah. Fuck you, buddy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Prescott. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field?
Love you, bud.
The evaluation. And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Soon.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play.
Can you
Here's
stop
2nd
doing that?
and 4. Prescott now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Get out of there.
What?
Here's Prescott.
What?
Now they go screen. It's complete.
Okay, I'll do it after my game. Go sit. Go play with your toys. Go watch your show.
3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Awesome.
Now Prescott. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
I'll be back, baby.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
What? You're okay.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin.
Fix the other side.
They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Darnold. And some room to roam now. They juked him. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Darnold. Ebron caught left side. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 57, coming this way, here we go. 57, Mike 57.
Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 54. Here we go. Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Night.
Darnold from the gun.
Watch 54.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020. Just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Target. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 50. Mike 50.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold, touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Little sleepy boy.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Man, I started watching that Murderville shit on Netflix. That's funny. The episode with fucking Marshawn Lynch is fucking hilarious.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Second and 10. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. We're going to 53.
Throwing. Prescott. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
The Cowboys going to
Starbucks, I'll be right back. I'm gonna I gotta run up to the store real quick.
Yep. They get the stoppage with a little over
And then I'll be back in the weekend game. By the time that game should be over anyways.
Yeah, probably because you take forever.
No, I'll be with frickin' Ember. So.
Oh wow, gross.
Depends on how long she takes to get. Well, she's gonna take me up to the store. I've been lazy all day. I've not cleaned off my car.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I was like, oh fuck it. She's coming here to pick up Jack anyways. I might as well have her bring me to the store. Good. Give her something to do. So I'll be back in a minute.
To throw is Prescott. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. 6 yards is the pickup.
I'll fix it in a minute. I'm almost done. Okay?
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Under. Get him. Hey, 47. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You got nothing. Kill.
You know I'm here. That's the only reason you came back. You heard me talking to Nate, and I'm like, oh, woke up out of a dead sleep. Came running back.
I'm gonna go over to my auntie's here for a bit, boys. I'll be back.
All right, man.
Yeah, got it.
And make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
My shit's like, I'm like, have talked to the Peacekeeper people. I'm like, I've went back into the other area and like found the weapon, like the brass knuckles that dude had, and then like I've been kind of like putting it off. I just talked to that fucking Hakan dude to go like back. When he's like, I don't know, when he's waiting outside. I just talked to him. It sent me back over to the bazaar to interrogate people.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of.
Like I just knocked on a gate and some weird fucking dude just walked up behind me.
That they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, you say start with it? I'm already past that.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They get 7 out of that.
Like, what's your like actual like philosophy telling you to do right now?
People like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Open man here, Schwartz complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the
That might be
touchdown.
what I'm at now,
So in
yeah.
the huddle, they're telling each other you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and
Cause like I put off doing that and explored for a bit, did other shit. Like you already went and got like the brass knuckles from that little girl. Yeah, we're probably like right at the same spot.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle.
I think I just showed back up to the bazaar to like do that, and it's like a cutscene. I think I'm gonna meet that Carl dude they've been talking about.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, QB, come on. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. Check 50. Check. 46.
So like I would go over there if I were you. Then if we're at the same spot, just like practice cutscene. So we're at like the legit same spot. You know what I mean?
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And like I'll probably play till like midnight tonight, and then try to like actually sleep for like a normal 8 hours instead of like naps. You know.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Joker.
Yeah, but you also went to bed at like midnight. Like I woke up and was on for like an hour after. Okay, so maybe you went to bed at like 1-ish. So at least you slept like a normal. It was more than a nap, you know what I mean? I slept like 3 hours before fucking midnight, and then woke up and then played till like 11:30ish, and then went to sleep. Woke up like fucking 6.
Man, I got you. Kill.
He took a nap.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Schwartz. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have
Well, dude, I was watching that Murderville shit on Netflix. It's like the special guest improv. Like, they don't have lines. Like, the rest of the people on the show do, but obviously they kind of have to improv too. But there's an episode with Marshawn Lynch, and that was pretty fucking funny. But the one after that is that Kumali, fucking Nanjani, whatever, the fucking Indian dude, Kingo. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. He's fucking hilarious. That episode's funny as fuck. And when he like tells him, he's like, man, like walk real ugly. Like it was like the actual like plot of that episode was like they're at like the detective dude's high school reunion trying to solve a murder, and like he's like, this motherfucker doesn't have a script when he's with him. You know what I mean? He's just like a trainee detective. When he tells him, walk ugly, and like Kingo like hunches down real weird with his legs, man, and is like squat walking. He's like, make some noises, and he's just like, as he's like squat walking up the. Dude, I was laughing fucking hysterically. Shit was fucked up. Yeah.
Now back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete.
And one point he says something about, like, how many boats you own? And he's like, well, I have 3. And he like lists them, and the last one's a Sea-Doo. And he's like, well, that's not really a boat, that's just more of a personal watercraft. He's like, was it like actual Sea-Doo brand or what? And he's like, no, it's an off-brand. And like the whole episode, the like Will Arnett, like the actual like main dude, is trying to get him to say who his fucking high school girlfriend was. Like, he keeps me like, I am not comfortable. I will not say that. Like, it's just so fucked because it's like the one dude, like whoever the guest is, doesn't have a script, so it's like they kind of just going at it.
For them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
Yeah, they let me in. Had to talk to him, and then it brings me over here to talk to Sophie.
They've got to feel very good about the group.
Everybody always wants you to do something. But she's like, oh, you want something from me? Hold up real quick. I need you to do something. And it's like, oh, the fuck.
At this stage of the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hubbard. Powers through.
What's up, Nate? You playing your fucking Madden games?
Yeah.
Fucking around.
Yeah.
How many fucking leagues are you in?
I'm only in 2 leagues. But like the advances at one league is like not playing right now. I don't know how to explain it. Like they're in the off season.
Yeah.
From the 50, it's Darnold.
Yeah, same. I was like, I don't like that. Because I feel like if I said I'm a wolf, they're gonna be angry because they're like, oh yeah, what's up? You trying to eat my shit, boy? Huh? And then if you're like, oh, I'm a sheep, they're gonna be like, oh, you're a pussy. So like, I was like, I don't like that. No, not a fan. And then when the dude said something else, I was like, oh, I need to talk to her. And he was like, oh, and why is that? I was like, well, that's my business. Like, you don't need to know that. I'm a dick to people on this game. Well, like, it's a fucking apocalypse, buddy. Don't ask me questions. You're like, you don't fucking cut your head off.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
Shit changes. Like, that's why, like, if you load into my world, like, it's all, like, my decisions, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And, like, that's why their big thing was playing with other people and seeing how like their decisions affected the world differently. Because like eventually, I think you can choose like what people own, what districts and shit. Like you could choose like these areas that aren't really occupied. Like you could choose to like fix them up, take over like the windmills and safe houses, and then like give it to the peacekeepers or give it to the survivors. I think.
Back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, trust fucking none of them. I'm looking lifestyle-wise from when I'm in one district to the other. Like, I feel like these dudes are, like, more criminals and, like, drug runners and fucking shit like that, where the other dudes are, like, law and order, police, fucking crack your skull. Yeah, like, they want to look in your house. You say no, they busting you in the head. Like, so either one is not great.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
I just went inside the church to like do that other shit. There's like a side quest in here. I'm just picking it up. I ain't gonna do it. Yeah.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, to bear the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Again, McCaffrey, and he is in.
Wait, because I went around and picked up a bunch of them, but I just did a ton of them as well. I did quite a few in like the Peacekeeper zone. But yeah, there's a dude by like the bar that just gave me a mission. I'm just doing the shit where I gotta go talk to this craft master.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Yeah.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I know, like, I've been finding arrows, man, so you gotta be able to get a bow eventually.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete, he dropped
it's like, that'll be sick.
Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
But plain and simple.
Yeah. Even just having a bow, like being able to shoot something better than fucking throwing knives.
Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Yeah, a bunch of shit.
And that is knocked away.
Anytime I get a weapon that has slots, because I can craft to the mods. I can make like the electric on the top part and the fire on the bottom.
That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give here to Pollard. Pollard now a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard.
Alright, yeah, now it wants me to go to the, I gotta go back and talk to her. Another fucking side quest popped up in here?
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point.
Well, there's the one behind the bar, but now there's some other fucking Damien kid.
Overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Mike 4, watch the pass.
Yeah, Damien, I talked to him, and there was one that was like in by the bar.
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
What do you mean? That's part of the story, man.
I was gonna say you don't like them?
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
I listen to the main shit. If it's side shit, I listen to it for a little bit, and then if I see it's just dragging on, I start hitting the skip button.
That's gonna be their
But any of the main shit, I'm watching and listening
Plus
to.
the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
But like that dude that talked about his fucking fish and selling water to keep his fish alive and someone eating his fish, fucking for 10 minutes, I skipped part of that because I was like, dude. After like 4 minutes of him talking about this fish, I was like, is this going somewhere? Like, what is this? And that was the whole thing, was just talking to him. Like, man.
But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the error.
My shit like bugging out right now.
4th down coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
This cutscene, like, luckily I have fucking subtitles on, because it's just, there's no audio. I just see shit popping up.
Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt.
Yeah, so after you talk to her again, it gives you a night quest.
And they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
That's like the story quest. I talked to her again outside. Like I've seen like there's night side quests around the map. I just haven't done any of them.
Over the middle complete. That's Schultz. And he takes this one down almost all the way.
Yeah, this is like a night story mission, but there's actual night like side quests that fast forward you to the nighttime when you accept them. Like it has to be nighttime when you do them. I have a few of them that I haven't done.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too.
Those are the ones that's like the same symbol, but it's got like the fucking little thing next to it. I forgot what the fuck they're called.
Because of the angles of approach.
Yeah.
Sometimes you panic as well.
I was just brain farting hard, looking at it like, dude, what the fuck is this thing called? I'm looking at it like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, I think I have like 3 of them. And then there's a few like the zones that you can go in at nighttime and shit.
He'll look to throw.
A lot of that shit is shit you gotta like scan with the binoculars and just run over, but it's like the little loot sources that you hit at right nighttime. Those are just like safe houses. Yeah.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time.
There's one mission that the ball is in your court that the dude gave us from behind the bar, gives like a ton of
tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really
they're all over the place.
Up and not letting him loose.
Second down and goal. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead,
Well, the question marks are like locations, but like they have a chance to. Yeah, all of those are quests. Yeah.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
57, Mike, 57. Bandit, bandit.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. They do get
Seeing something like this missing persons side quest has like the undiscovered reward. That like it depends on what kind of decisions you make.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
No, I wasn't. I was going to go do those side missions first. Like the 2 that we picked up in there.
Inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
I might have to reset my game for you to join because like it went into rest mode.
The run got
So
4. Now they
and like I
deal
never
with a
reset it, so I might not be online technically.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
I might be able to go in and make it tonight.
Taking a knee, they get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3, and I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, They have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Carolina, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the...
You look so goofy.